I mean, your outlook in March, April was fairly positive. I mean, there was a lot of optimism there. And I'm sure you still have it. You still have it. And I think we have to maintain it. That's important.
But let me tell you a couple of the other things that I think have happened. I spend quite a lot of time talking to colleagues in the industry outside of iFLY. And I've had a lot of good conversations with them. We share information and knowledge where possible. You can't be proprietary on healthcare as far as I'm concerned, on safety. And so we've shared a lot of information. And the other thing that we've done, certainly internally, and it's something that I've always done with the international team at iFLY, because as I've already explained, they are working in different cultures in quite an entrepreneurial way. They're markets away from each other, and they just have to be self-reliant. And what they've done is built their own team of those teams. And there's a lot of stuff written about team of teams, but they operate as a team. So the New Zealanders talk to the French, who talk to the Australians, who talk to the Brits, who talk to the Canadians, etc. And they do that all the time. They have a system for doing it. And that's been really, really powerful. And so that exchange of knowledge, and often knowing that you and your market are just a little bit behind them in their market, we can help prepare each other, and we're learning from our mistakes. And that's the big issue, is learning from mistakes. You know, we love to learn from mistakes. We don't like to make mistakes, or we certainly don't like to make mistakes twice. But if we can learn from things that didn't go quite so well. So typically in our meetings, it's always what didn't work for you and what did work for you. And that exchange has been very good. So I commend all tunnels to sort of just do that with other colleagues.
So do I.
Other businesses. We do that a lot with other businesses.
And let me put you on record here. You would offer in terms of safety and in terms of aspects of health to really share your wealth of knowledge with even competitors, with other tunnels out there.
Yeah, I mean, we have those conversations with our competitors. Well, I don't think I'm anybody to be offering advice, but what I would say, the grass is often always greener, and trust me, it's no easier for the big company than it is for the small. In fact, very often it's much easier for the small company. You've got a lot of responsibility as a bigger company. You've got more people whose mouths and families need feeding. You've got more people who have got a vested interest in everything that you're doing. There's more organization, there's more concern, there's more worry, there's more of everything. And so sometimes you like to be in the smallest possible business in these times, when you can live off your wits. And I think the main thing is flexibility, and you have to talk to everybody who can possibly help you. And
I think he's in the process of doing that, and I will eventually catch up with him and let him know that obviously your doors are open for advice, for any help in that matter. Because ultimately,
we can certainly tell him of some of the successes and failures that we've had in terms of whether it's talking to landlord, insurance, electricity companies. Right. Just on electricity, for instance, an interesting thing is on electricity, you pay for capacity. And in many markets, over 50% of your electricity bill is nothing to do with how much electricity you use. It's about being able to tap into it, supply or capacity or whatever you want to call it. Plus, on our electricity bills in some countries, we have 25 different lines of charges of all the things that you're paying into and etc. And you can actually challenge each one of those. You don't just challenge the electricity company, you challenge each one of them. And we've had some success with that and some failure with that. We've had landlords who've literally put the finger up to others who have been unbelievably helpful. And also, you have to remember, we are a landlord as well. So in our tunnels, we have people who are subtenants in some of our tunnels. And so it's been interesting watching all of this on both sides of the fence.